back in the stadium and the club. Boom, Wagwan. Welcome back to the Hotspur Cave, people. We're live for the Europa League final preview. You know what I'm saying? It's a big one. It's special. I got Touchline here. Cass will be joining us shortly. But make sure you're subscribed to Touchline. I'm going to put his link in the chat in a sec. Sub to Cass as well. And also sub to the channel. We're trying to get to 700 people. Do you know what I'm saying? We're trying to get to 700. Yeah. Touchline is also 2 subs away from 620. So if 2 of you could just go over there and just hit that sub button, I'm sure he'd very much appreciate it. But bro, Touchline, what are you saying, man? How you feeling? How's life? You're on mute.
Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. Yeah, it's a nice sunny day outside. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, enjoying life. Just ready to get my 48th major honour in the history of football on Wednesday, and mud all the Spursy.
Listen, bro. Obviously, I know you got your chest. Your chest is out. You know what I'm saying? You're very confident. You don't see any way on earth.
History of the Tottenham, mate.
Well, there you go. We're gonna get into all that, man. You don't see there's any way on earth that United you lose, and I'm a bit like you. I'm confident. I'm confident in my team and what we can do. And people,
Your arrogance will be my downfall. Touchdown. No, because I'm not playing, mate. I pin the comment. What's called? I'm not playing, so it won't be my downfall. But bless up. Listen. Yeah, chest out like Sophie Rose, exactly, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm playing Tottenham in the final. I don't beat Leon the way we beat Leon, and I don't beat Bilbao the way we beat Bilbao. Yeah, the way we beat Leon, yeah, I don't beat them the way we did that if I don't win the trophy. Same way I beat Liverpool last year in the Cup, same way I beat Coventry in the Cup. I don't win those games without winning a trophy. Do you get what I mean? I'm glad I'm traveling. Exactly, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Big up to you. Listen, it's not, I'm not playing, so at the end of the day, yeah, exactly. Their 3 best midfielders are out: Bergvall, Madison, and Kulusevski. The only player I'll probably take, the only 2 players I'll take in their squad is Bergvall and Kulusevski, probably, and Van der Ven. To be fair, I think Van der Ven would do well at left centre back for us, and Porro actually. So probably, yeah, there's probably a few more. But you get what I'm saying? It sounds great, doesn't it? Yeah. So like for me, with what's his name, Kulusevski being out, Madison being out as well. He loves scoring. If you lose, you're getting trolled to high hell. Yeah, that's fair, bro. I deserve that. That is. Listen, I don't shy away from getting trolled, bro. But at the end of the day, if we lose, I'll just wipe my tears with my 47 major honours, my 20 league titles, my 3 Champions Leagues, my 13 FA Cups, and all the other trophies I've won. Whereas if we win, we just celebrate the trophy. We celebrate our 48th major honour, our 2nd Europa League, and yeah, we move on to next year. We've got Mateus Cunha. I need to do a video on that. Mateus Cunha, here we go. Is soon, according to Fabrizio Romano. So yeah, I've been saying that, by the way. I said I think the deal's done. I said we'll get it. Here we go by the end of this month, and we got about 10 days left for the end of the month, 11 days left for the end of the month, and bang. You know what I mean? It's already nearly done. So that's what I've been saying. I've been saying that deal's done.
Yeah, man. So Touchline, what is it exactly that gives you this much confidence? Because obviously, like, you're Man United, innit? But your team haven't really been great this season and whatnot. What is it that actually makes you sit here and say, yo, there's no way we lose this game? Like, unbeaten
in Europe. Players are better in big games. We've won trophies We've won a trophy recently. You know what I'm saying? All the aspects that you need. Yeah, big club mentality of the players. For me, yeah, like it's that's why. That's why. Do you get what I'm saying? And we're actually above you in the league, despite how bad we've been. So it's crazy, isn't it? If you ask me personally, but yeah, that's why I'm confident, bro. Do you get what I mean? And it's also against Spurs. Makes it more likely. How does that make it more likely we're going to lose if we're unbeaten in Europe? How does that make sense? If you're unbeaten in something, how does it make it more likely you're going to lose? Well, and when we do win it, I want it in gold platter. I want is yours gold. That's what I want. I'm a United fan. I'm allowed to be generous to 99% of the clubs, but yeah, Spurs without Kulu, Bergvall, Madders is going to be. Yeah, exactly. Kulusevski is their best player, and he's out. And Madders and Bergvall are 2 of their best players as well. It's going to be a madness, but not going to lie, Ruben Scammerin might be a bigger fraud than Ange. At least Ange rested.
Right, I've pinned Touchline's link and Cass's link in the title. And speaking of the devil, look who it is.
Bro,
The man
you
himself.
look like you got electric shock, fam. Like, is that what you're feeling
See,
for
you can't
Wednesday?
can you not just join and say wagwan? Like,
No, not
say,
really. You're an op right now.
Cass, how are you doing, my bro? What are you saying, man?
I'm good, man. Just thinking about 10,000 ways that we're beating you, to be fair.
So you lot are just all right, say nothing. Let's actually get into it then, yeah? Because we was having this conversation yesterday on Touchline's channel about the centre backs and who's Touchline said Lenny Yoro is a better centre back than Mickey van der Ven. Let's start there.
I mean, he's not far off, is it?
He's not. He's played 12 league games all season, and how many of them have been?
You know it is with Van der Ven, yeah. I think recovery, he's better than probably most defenders in the league. I'm not gonna lie. I really like Van der Ven, man. I'm a big fan, bro. But when it comes to positional defending, the guy is like, I'm not convinced in it. I'm not convinced positionally. But Yoro's younger, still adapting. His 1v1 defending is actually top notch, you know. But other than Sulemana creaming him, but we could say the same thing about other players against some of your players. But Van der Ven's better than him at the moment, man. Let's keep it a buck. He's better than him at the moment.
But that's what I was saying, innit? You know, we did a little combined 11, and this guy thought that he could throw all the United players in there, and you don't want to give no Tottenham players no credit. And I'm just like, wait, hang on a minute.
I didn't say throw all the United.
You know why this makes no sense, yeah? All right, cool. I like our defense more than yours, yeah. Pretty much, I do, yeah. When it comes in certain areas, right? But your midfield's better than ours, yeah. Overall, if you put everyone together, but for some reason, when you do it individually, probably our midfielders get in, which makes no sense. Where your defenders get in over ours. Does that make sense again? Like this is why combined 11s are dangerous. Like I see Flex, yeah, on Sky Sports. I see all these United content creators go on Sky Sports. This is how I know PR is a thing, yeah, like an absolute disgusting thing. Everyone chooses Maguire. Why? Do you get
I was going to say, I don't think...
Every single one of them is like they've been obligated to say, you have to choose Maguire. I'm sorry, but if you want to get paid, you have to choose Maguire.
But would you not say that he's been one of your better players this season?
No.
Oh,
he's hit us with better moments this season, sure, but our best box defender is De Ligt.
If he's been one of our better players this season, now explain why we're 5th or 16th in the league.
Oh, fucking hell.
And to be fair, look, there's a lot that we can break down into this game. It depends how serious or shameless you want me to be, or a bit of both. You choose, because you're quite shameless.
Hey, listen.
The question is, are you showing up? Are you showing up Wednesday night, or are you working?
I'm doing a watch along with George.
Okay, I brother, respectfully, I didn't ask that. Yeah, I said, are you showing up or are you working?
I'm there, man. I'm showing up, man.
Because I've already asked Deji, I've already asked Jay, and I need to get the young Jay. Do you get what I'm saying? And then you're gonna face Wolfie. He's gonna banter you when you lot lose. You have to face Jimmy. He said, brother, you didn't even need to invite me. I was already self-invited. Bro, it's gonna be chaos.
But listen, I'm not.
Was this after the game?
Yeah.
Of course, I'll jump in if you want as well, bro. Like,
I was thinking about it. To be fair, because obviously it goes to extra time. I won't do. I was gonna do a post-match reaction with Elijah.
I'm going like straight away. It's not going.
Listen, I'll jump on, bro, if you get to the link.
But yeah, nice.
But when we win.
I don't know
if though, like, let's say if though, like, Euro, you know what I mean, breaks his neck or something, God forbid, Casemiro gets a red card and we end up losing the game 1-0 or something like that, then I might have to just go to bed. Do you know what I'm saying? But
that's
when we win,
happen, man. But cool. Continuing from what we was talking about yesterday, then, Cass, I want to ask you this, yeah? Mazraoui or Porro? In a cup fight.
As a fullback, by the way. Not a wing back.
As a fullback, Mazraoui all day long.
Yeah,
Porro wingback's cracked. So he's a cheat. I think Porro's a cheat code. Like at wingback, I'll be honest.
So you rate Porro?
At wingback, 100%. He's one of these, bro. He's an amazing footballer. Are you mad? You know what the maddest thing is, yeah? we've got more of a back four suited team, yeah, in a way, yeah, and you've got more of a wing back suited kind of team. Your wingers are cheeks, yeah. Don't get me wrong, but you probably want your wingers probably more inside next to your striker, anyways, aka Son, aka whoever else you might want. Do you get it? You can afford one winger, don't get me wrong, but and Solanke's used to 3-4-3. Porro, a doggy. Spence was a wing back at Nottingham Forest when he was on loan. Brother, like Van der Ven was a back three defender at Wolfsburg. Like we can keep going. Romero was a back three defender at Atalanta. Go look at Danzo. He was also a back three centre back. Like you got so much of that going on, and when you think of the middle of the park, like Basuma can handle that by himself. I'm not gonna lie. Like when he decides he wants to play, but so can Bentancur. Go look at Juve. Look at Kulusevski. Go look at Juve again. It's funny old game, isn't it? Where you got a lot of these players that probably suited to that. You lot would be really good in a 3-4-3. And I remember I think Postecoglou tried it one time, but the way he deployed it was nothing. Yeah, but the way he deployed it was nothing short of a disgrace.
He had Archie Gray at centre back, innit?
Mental.
Yeah, it was all.
That's what I'm saying, by the way. Yeah, if Amorim just I don't know if we're going to get into this conversation, but if Amorim don't sort your stuff out at the start of next season, yeah, me and Kaz already spoke about this, yeah. Go and get me Glasner because his contract's not that long. Amorim's contract's not that long. It would cost us about probably 15 to 20 million to do the swap, not the swap, but like sack one and get the other. Go and get him.
I'm not. At this point, I don't care. I'm getting Cunha anyways, and I'm going to get. We're looking at another 10.
What is this Cunha talk? What's this?
It's done, bro. I already said it's done. I said it's going to be announced by the end of this month. Here we go. But Fabrizio dropped it today. He said, "Here we go."
Personal terms already done. So boy, and also if we get Champions League, it's like Gyökeres. Why is he's waiting for us, bro? What are we doing? We're looking to get the
Say that again. Wait. What did you just say?
You know, if we get Gyökeres,
so
I swear down.
Wait. Touchline.
There's something wrong about our football if we get Gyökeres. We don't deserve Gyökeres. We don't deserve him.
No, he says
he deserves to go to Gyökeres challenging.
No, it's like.
Shut the fuck up. God damn, nigga.
I said it's like he's waiting for us. It's like he's waiting for us because skills you can't deny it. After what my man was saying, you can't deny it. Yeah, it's like he's waiting. And why would you wait when you've got Arsenal there ready? I said if he's got smart people around him, he goes Arsenal regardless.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he goes Arsenal. No, Isak's going Barca. Isak's going Barca next season.
Nah.
Because Lewandowski's got one more year. Lewandowski will stay one more year. And he's one goal off 100.
Okay.
Lewandowski will stay. I think stop making sense as he might be a Bayern fan, actually. He's a Barca or a Bayern fan. Yeah, I think Gyökeres will go Arsenal, personally. That's what I think. Isak next summer will go Barca because they'll have more money as well next summer because this summer is the fresh summer of them starting. I don't know if they're debt-free, but I know they've got money to spend this summer, so they'll probably just sit there and go, yeah, he's a Barca fan. Yeah, I think Isak will go Barca. I think he suits Barca, although Gyökeres would absolutely tear that league up because imagine his strength up against those weak centre-backs. I mean, even Rasmus didn't look that bad against fucking Bilbao centre-backs. So, yeah. Newcastle will sell for Barca.
I want to ask you lot, from a United perspective, what's the ideal? First of all, whoever said Willian in the chat, that's some underbelly colours shit going on over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm sensing some.
You've got so many nicknames. What have you got? Jay-Z,
Xerxes, Tell.
Xerxes. You don't look nothing like Xerxes. I don't understand that one. I don't understand that one.
Yeah, these are just any black footballer they name me in it. But I want to ask you lot, yeah, what's the perfect United starting 11 for this game then? Because you are confident, isn't it? You've got
but it depends. We need to. It depends who he gives the go ahead. I heard the lows there now. I'm hearing Euro. I already told that. I already knew that last week. My one is the whole point on the lick, but the thing is, I don't know. I think if the lick comes in, I would start him straight away. I wouldn't even play Maguire.
Yeah, but we started him against Brentford.
Yeah. I guess what until the wheels fall off.
Go on and then bring Maguire on in Ollie time.
To be fair, if you saw it though, when with the lick, did someone not land on his leg or whatever it was?
I can't remember.
Do you remember? You went for that. You went for that tackle.
Yeah, you might be right. To be fair, you might be right. Actually, yeah. But I mean, I would start Dallo if Dallo's fit, just like put Mazraoui at centre back.
Oh shit!
In fact, me personally, what I would like to see is Dorgu on the right next to Ahmad. because them two looked like they were on the same wavelength when they played with each other, and they were doing 1-2s and they were just bopping it off the park. But then who do we start on the left? That's the thing. We can't really start Luke Shaw because he can't run. Yeah, he doesn't want to run and he's lazy, so he's not going to run. However, Masraoui for me has to start a centre back because he'll lock down that entire right hand side, that left hand side, or your left hand side, our right hand side. Yeah, no matter who you got there, Son, Tel, whoever, he's locking them straight up, mate. Do you get what I mean? If Delit's playing, Solanke's getting locked up. Yeah, really and truly, I'm only worried about Brennan Johnson for a back post tapping. That's literally what I am, because you've got no Maddison for a free kick or Maddison for an outside the box.
We got Porro for them.
Yeah, all right, cool. You got Porro. That's a fair point because Porro can score a screamer, but he's still a wing back, innit? He's only going to have 1 or 2 chances in the game to score that screamer. Whereas if it was Kulizeski or Maddison, they'll have 4 or 5 chances to do something. Probably even more.
Fair.
So yeah, 3-0 Yids.
We got an 11 here. He's saying Hoyland, Mount, Kobe, Bruno, Cass, Shaw, Yoro, Maguire, or Delit, Maz, Dorgu, or Nana. Oh, Nana. So what, you lot would start Onana in the final then, yeah?
Yeah, but Biendes, come on, man.
Yeah,
he's got to be the worst version of Biryani out there, bro. The guy is crap. He's crap, man. He's no good. Get him out.
You guys were screaming he was better than Rance was screaming he's better than
you know what it is. You know what it is. We just had at that point. You got to think of the consensus.
Just desperate,
we was like, the mob's out. You know what I mean? Pitchforks, fire torches, all of that. Like, bro, we just wanted him out. Anyone was better than him at that point.
We've got 35 people inside, man. Big up.
Yeah, man. Big up everyone that's in it. Smash a like on the stream. Sub to both of these lot as well. The links in the title. Let me read some of these comments. Brennan Johnson back post tapping scary.
Yeah, it is. Man. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I know he's going to score. I'm telling you, he's going to have a chance. If he takes it, he takes it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. He's going to have at least one chance where he gets that back post tapping.
I like Odebert and Tell more than Brennan Johnson. Yeah, but they've got no end product. Johnson's got nothing before. He's just got the end product. Tell and Odebert don't have any end product. Big up AJ, big up Cass, but Tottenham are so shit. Even Amorim can't lose to Tottenham in the final. Well, I think you should worry about next season, you Arsenal fan. Worry about next season. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about us. The big boys are in the finals. You know, like that. You guys don't know what that means, bro. Poro is our most creative outlet and about to be watching Harambe. Yeah, this final, what's one thing that's 100% happening in this final? Because I said someone's scoring their own goal in it. I think someone scores their own goal or Richarlison scores the winner. But what's one thing that's bound to happen?
A goalkeeping error.
Say that again?
A goalkeeping error.
Oh, safe. From who? From Vicario?
Well, either one of them. I would say Vicario because I reckon on the corner we're gonna score from a corner. I reckon Casemiro or something that's gonna score on a corner because we're actually half decent at scoring from corners, especially in the Europa League or set pieces. And you lot are bad at defending them. And Vicario has been known to be weak at defending corners.
This is outrageous.
I have no idea who that is. Dr. Offrey. A red card. I don't think a red card's going to happen. Casemiro's scoring, though. I think we can all agree. You said that as well, didn't you? Kaz, do you think Casemiro's scoring?
Yeah. I think you lot will score first. I think you will score in the first 5 minutes.
See, but that doesn't make sense because if we score first, we're winning that game. I think we're going to concede first, and I think we're going to come back. But if we score first, there's no chance of us losing. No chance. You're telling me you're going to come back and win the game in 90 minutes, and we score first? No.
Hey, listen, bro. We're the comeback kings, bro. You lot think you got Fergie time and all of that, yeah?
You just said it yourself. Wait, hold on. Comeback kings? What, Spurs?
Yes, bro.
How was that?
What games have you come back in?
Leg? Yeah,
yes,
let me know.
Bro, you get me? How many times have we
AZ Alkmaar and that? Do you know what I mean? When they were 1-0 down, is that what you're saying?
Do you even know what you're talking about right now?
Hey, listen, man. It's blind hope. It's blind faith. Look, deep down, I'm actually very terrified. I'm very nervous. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, Kingsman. I swear I've heard that before. Hold on.
Listen, if we win Cass, I hope you know, yeah, you have to give me a whole segment on a NAF stream to cook you, to flames you up.
What,
you especially, fam.
For what?
Every time yeah, there's some news about the final. You want to at me in the group chat and you want to
Yeah.
Oh, look, we're signing Cunha. Oh, look, Kulusevski, no Kulu. Here's a hot take. I don't think we need Kulu or Madders for this. I don't even think we need Son. I think, yeah, put Johnson in the 10. Put Odobert in the 10. Play Johnson on the right. I think that's enough to get the job done, personally.
We'll
I
see,
think that's
bro.
enough to get the job done.
So
And
who's
Huh?
supplying? Who's supplying?
Who's supplying?
Yeah, who's supplying in the middle of your field?
Hey, listen, it's not about that. We just need we get a Bandulu goal and just defend for our lives. We can do that. We've had to do it all tournament.
So who's supplying?
Poro, innit?
So who's that fullback then? No one.
Poro supplying from fullback, bro. Don't you know he's inverting in that?
Well, you said you're going to score 3 goals. You said you're going to win 3-2. So you got multiple suppliers.
Hey, listen, yeah. Back post tapping ain't nothing. Little counter attack is nothing. One ball over the top. That's it. You guys are acting like you're the most difficult team.
I can tell you're bluffing in it. Like I can tell you don't. You're realizing, oh shit, like. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh fuck,
bro,
we're fucked. We've actually got not a good squad. Like when people bring up the
need Maddison.
When you beat the fact you beat us 3 times.
Wait. First of all, Maddison's been out for most of this season, anyways. Yeah, and we still scored.
Not in the games you played us. We played them 3 of them, man.
Yeah, fair enough. You can say Kulusevski is gonna be a miss, but let's not act like the team don't tick without Kulusevski in the team. Goals, we can get goals from other parts of the pitch, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You lot don't get goals from just Hoyland, do you? Or just Ahmad, or just Garnacho.
Right, cool. But listen. When you lot were bringing up the fact you beat us 3 times this season, yeah. The reason the first game, Bruno got sent off, by the way. No one ever talked about that, and he actually got overturned because it was never a red card. And Maddison got him sent off, right? And Kulusevski was scored in that game, and he was cooking us. He got Ugarte booked. I remember I was at the game, right? The second game was the 4-3-1. We played Ericsson and Ugarte in a midfield pivot. Do you get what I mean? So we didn't exactly play our strongest 11. And I could be wrong. Kulusevski did play that game. I don't know about Madders.
They played Bergvall.
Yeah, Bergvall
and Madders.
Kulusevski scored in it. Kulusevski scored in it.
Yeah. I guess who we didn't have?
Ahmad.
Lovely.
We also played Ugarte and Ericsson in the midfield, bro. And Bayenda in goal.
No, they don't like context. They don't like context.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you, here's the context, though. Last season, Man City beat us both times in the league, slapped 6 goals past us, and we beat them in the final. So that's
why I don't give a shit. You know, the thing, I keep saying it. I don't know why I have to keep repeating myself, yeah. It's like every time, even from George earlier, we asked him for some sort of reasoning or something along them lines for flipping, what's it called? What's your reason? What's the belief? What logic is there behind for you to beat Manchester United? Couldn't really give me anything. But when I want to give something back, it's like I've got multiple different answers for myself. Did you get it? You know how weird that is? It's like, I'll give you another one that I didn't mention earlier. The difference is we'd go 1-0 down to you, but we'd probably come back more than likely because we've shown it over and over and over again, yeah? Where with you lot, if 1 goal goes in against you, your heads are gone.
That's cap, though.
That's not cap. That's the truth.
I don't think it's the truth, though.
Because you lot got no... It's like... I don't know, like, this team's more focused on Europa League. It goes to show this team can play when they want to play, innit? When they feel. I think Maguire said it perfectly in his interview. Yeah? That's it, really. That's all we got to go by. But that's still applying logic, context, and everything else that might keep moving.
Cool. Because Kudus has put a great point in here, yeah, and I want to expand on this point. This is a good point. You see, when people sit here and talk about United, yeah, they say, oh, out of possession, counter-attacking football, United are great, Everyone seems to think Tottenham need the ball to score goals. We have to be in possession. That's not true. When we beat City 4-0 at the Etihad, they dominated the game. In large parts of the game, when we beat you lot 1-0, you guys had most of the ball. There's been many occasions.
Let me give you another one. Then. All right,
There's been many occasions where we've been under the cost this season. Yeah, and we've had to stink out a game. Now, I agree we don't do it enough, and you guys are probably better when it comes to finding a way
Yeah,
to
Jay,
fight back.
can I just say
I
on
can
that?
give
Hey,
you
wait,
guys that.
let's
Jay,
get.
can I say one
Right,
thing?
I'll swap with you.
Jay, can I just say one thing? Can I just say one thing?
Alright,
Yeah?
go on.
Then cool. Don't ever use those 3 games where you beat us because you didn't park the bus in any of those games. You beat
Yes,
us.
we did. Yes, we did.
When did you park the bus? When did you park the
When
bus?
we beat you 1-0, we parked the
You did
bus.
not park the bus.
For
You did not
40
park the
minutes,
bus.
I was there. We parked
We had
the bus.
Kaz. Did they park the bus? We had so much space. Garnacho had that. Garnacho
We
had a
missed-
few sitters in that game because he had
we
so
mi-
much
we-
space to run
we
into.
missed, bro, we missed quite a few chances. I remember there's Garnacho versus Tottenham's a
But
myth.
just because you have chances doesn't mean we're not parking the bus, though.
Yeah,
No, but it does if Garnacho's having chances where the balls come over the top.
No.
And we just run onto it.
Let's not do that. We can't do that. We can't
Brother,
say that just because you had chances in the game to score and
Cool,
you
should we
didn't,
dash
that means
the
we didn't
league?
park the bus.
So should all right, cool. So can we dash the league out? Like league form don't really matter when it comes to cup competition. So can we use other cups as references? Yes or no? Am I allowed?
Okay, yeah, fine. But if that's what we're gonna
okay.
do,
So
cool.
you
Fine.
by the all right, cool. You was 1-0 up against Liverpool. You went to Anfield with exactly the 3 midfielders you're gonna deploy against Manchester United in a cup in a semi-final. Do you know where I'm going with this? So now
You're
when
gonna say we lost 4-1 to Liverpool.
Oh, but
4-0.
4-0 actually.
4-0 and I think it was actually no, I think it was 4-1 and what's it called? And they were dominant, yeah. But don't get me wrong, we're not Liverpool. But the fact is, you went away from your home, your playground at Spurs, away to another stadium, right? So that's one factor. The second one, you're in a semi-final, right? The game was in your hands. Why didn't you park the bus then? Didn't happen, did it? And on top of that, you're playing the same 3 that you're going to see against Manchester United.
Just shat the bed. I think the players shat the bed in that game. I said it after the game as well. The players shat the bed.
Yeah, but I'm using context, right? Because
No, yeah, of course. That's valid.
Oh, yeah. Let me know.
That's valid.
I need to know. Is Papa Sarr fit?
Nah, I don't think he is. No, he's not. He's probably going to be on the bench.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
So wait,
man.
hold on. So you're telling? So what's your mid? All right, cool. Look, I don't know yet because I know he went with the medical staff down the tunnel, which is never a good sign, by the way.
No.
Let me know then. What's your midfield 3 looking like? Barbasuma and Bentancur.
So you mean who's going to be the 3rd midfielder, basically?
Yeah. Basically, is it Archie
Well,
Gray?
it's most likely he's probably gonna start Odebert there or start Porro there and play Spence.
Odd.
Exactly. You can
Wait,
say that. Yeah,
is a doggy back?
is a doggy back.
Yeah, is he back? Is he? Where is he?
I believe he's fit for the. He's fit for the final.
It doesn't
Has
matter
he
who
played?
they've got at left back. It doesn't
Has
matter
he
who they've got at left
played?
back.
Yeah,
He's getting cooked.
I like a doggy, to be fair. I think he's
If a doggy is not fit, that means Ben Davies is playing at left back.
It's Basuma's playing, bro. I'm putting a tenner on him to get
I've
booked.
seen a lot of Ben Davies recently, and so I don't know where Doggy is. So putting Jed Spence at right back, I ain't seen him there personally. I've seen him at left back more time. It's kind of looking bleak, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what I think as well. I think Ant is just gonna change. He's just gonna play a different formation and just play with two DMs.
So
Who the DM's gonna be?
What, Basu and Bentancur?
Yeah. Listen,
Bentancur,
chat.
yeah.
If any of you bet in the chat, yeah, £10. £10 on Basuma to get booked. He's fouling our man, he's getting booked.
Hey, how about this? I guarantee Bentancur comes off with either an injury or he's too knackered, whichever one, because he always does, pretty much.
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
Who is it?
Dan from the Hotspur Hood. Make sure you guys go sub to Dan as well. Sub
Who?
to Dan.
Come on, people.
Young Dan.
I'm 2
Is it Young
subbed
Dan?
off
No,
620.
no,
Come
no,
on, people.
no,
Someone in
no,
the chat. We've
no.
got 36 people inside, man.
Yeah, 36 people in the building. Just
Yeah, your chat ain't showing the love, bro.
yeah, show the love, man. I don't know how many likes we're on, yeah, but we should be on at least 30 likes, bro. There's 41 people here.
Yeah, we're
Smash the
I
like
think you're on
button. It's
15.
actually
No,
free.
you're on 20. You're on
Doesn't cost
20.
anything.
All right, by the way, can I show this here? So Bentancur recently 16 minutes, 45 minutes
I'll
on
be
the
2
bench,
seconds, yeah. Carry
not
on,
in the
Nico.
squad, 90 minutes, 35 minutes, 57 minutes, 90 minutes. This guy's so inconsistent with his playing time. It's unreal, man. And also, like, did I hear earlier someone say something about but we've rested our players or something like that. I'm not being funny, but if you've rested a lot of your players, right, your 11 for 7 days, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days without playing football with minutes in the legs, is that really good? Is that really a good thing? Imagine you not playing football for 12 days.
You become a bit rusty.
You come a little bit rusty, innit? And you got to find your touch again. Where I feel like that's what I said, the same thing with PSG. You know, when they rotated heavily with Arsenal, I'm like, why are you rotating heavily for?
To be fair, that was only for one game.
Yeah,
but
I get.
which
If
cost
you want
them.
to make
Which
it
cost them.
if you want to make it that thing, you can look at it like that. And if you want to look at it like that, you can.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's a bad thing. You have to deep it as well. A lot of these players, man, have been riddled with injury all season, bro. They've been riddled with injury all season. I don't think their bodies can handle the.
Yeah, but I feel like we've taken a bit more of a risk in what happened last time, and I think it's paid off because it is always about having some decent minutes in the legs. I know this from myself, like, bro, I was training on a Monday, game on a Tuesday. You might have a rest day on the Wednesday the next day, but it was never good. You go training on a Wednesday, Thursday you would have a rest day, Friday you need a small warm up, to be fair, and then like a light training, and then you're back on the game on a Saturday, ready for your day off on a Sunday. So, and I always remember, like, too many days off was never good, ever. I hated it personally.
I think minute 70 we will tell. We'll see. I think
it's only good for players that are, someone's that are not. They ain't got great recovery. Like for me, who ain't got great recovery at United, that you probably need to put in a bubble wrap. Probably Casemiro.
That's the problem, though,
Too many minutes for Casemiro is probably not good. But then again, he needs rhythm. He's the player that needs rhythm to get going again. So when you bench him for too long, you're going to get a dog shit performance more time than less.
But a lot of what I'm saying is a lot of these players, in fact, every player barring Poro's the only player who hasn't been out for
Poro's a machine. Poro's a machine for the amount that he runs and that speed that he does. I like Poro. I think he's flipping heavily disrespected. Even defensively, he's not arse and cheeks, He's not that bad. I can see where there's liabilities, but he's not that bad. I like Poro a lot. He's one of this season. I know he's not been great for Tottenham, but he's definitely still one of the better, if not best, right backs up there with Trent in the league this year. Livramento and that. I like Poro a lot.
Fair enough.
Dan, I'd take
the Hotspur Hood, brother. Welcome.
Oh, what I'm saying?
Had to call for some backup because these lot think they can gang up on me and whatnot. It's not happening. You're
still outnumbered, mate, because we support Man United.
I'm gonna love this part. Because I remember something that Dan said beforehand. I think he's getting his stuff sorted.
Yeah, while he's getting his stuff sorted, let me big up some of the chat people. Like the stream as well, man. Like, smash the likes and sub to everyone. I should be on 680 by now. Should be on 680.
You are.
Oh, gosh, love that. Come on, road to 700. We're not far away, people. Man. You're a I can't talk. Poro is much better than Dallo.
I hate I don't care. I hate Dallo with a passion.
As a fullback, there's nowhere near him.
I still have a Poro.
Consistent. I'm worried.
Dallo's so good in build-up.
I hate enough. You're not gonna get no Dallo prop from me, man.
Yeah, I can understand. I know a lot of people hate Dallo, but I'm saying when Dallo's actually on it, he is Dallo could play for Man City and play in that midfield and invert and do all that shit.
But I reckon Poro can. Poro's a much better footballer than this guy.
No, he's not. You know when they're saying Poro to play in the 10, Poro can't play in the 10, but Dallo could play in the 10.
No, he couldn't.
Poro is not a 10 player.
No, wait,
Poro is a wing back.
Did you say
he's a wing back?
Dallo can play in the 10. He's that pressure. He's too pressure resistant. He has awareness.
No, he's not.
He's very pressure resistant.
No, he's not. Dallo is a pressing trigger.
What are we doing? I've seen Dallo take the ball, bro. He's got 3 players around him.
Just
does one little move and he spins out.
Lads, chill.
Fucking Dallo prop in this game.
I'm trying to bring in my fellow Spurs guest, innit? So I need you lot to chill, breathe. Dan, what are you saying?
Dallo,
how we doing, fella? You all right?
Yeah, man. I'm good. I'm excited. How are you feeling for Wednesday? Because I'm fairly confident. These lot are trying to knock me off my high horse. It's not happening. So how are you feeling, bro?
Right at this moment in time, I could say I don't really care less. Where the season's been such a, let's just say it's been shit on both sides, to say the least. I'm not particularly bothered right now. I'm sure it'll kick in tomorrow and then for Wednesday night. But the rest of it, I can't say I'm really too bothered about the game. It's going to be a game for me of who's going to be shitter on the day, because Man U are absolute dog shit, no two ways about it, and so are Spurs. Anyone who tries saying otherwise just ain't been watching the football. But when it comes down to this one, I think we have the slight advantage due to they've basically got their whole defense missing, and they've only got one player that I'm actually worried about. If I'm going to be honest,
Who's missing in our defense?
I thought you had about 4 players missing out your main defense.
No.
Last time it got
They've
brought up
got a
yesterday.
lot of their players coming back.
We got Yoro, we got Maguire, we got Mazarawi. Delow might be fit as well.
Maybe.
Did I say Maguire's there? The Lixer maybe though. That's the only one that might be
Evans back
missing
as well.
Oh
The
yeah,
only
Evans.
player is Sandro, but he's been out for ages.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, it was just where I only read it a day or two ago, and it was saying you still had about 4-year defense out. I mean, Maguire, for me, he gets more stick than he deserves. I think he's a good defender as long as you play him the right way, and that's what Man U ain't been doing for the years of late. They ain't been playing him the right way, same way that we do ours. Basically, you want him as an old school centre back, stand on the line and do his job. I think he's a good player, and
Hopefully
he's also a dangerous corner.
You can replace Romero next summer.
No, if I was going to play Romero, I'd go for Milinkovic all day long. I don't rate Romero personally. I think he's an overrated player.
Thank you. I love that. Thank you very much. I think he's.
You're not going to get no Romero prop on this channel, I'll be honest, but continue.
Not for me. On his day, world-class player. He can have a world-class game, but he's just got no consistency in him whatsoever. Don't like his attitude. Thinks he's bigger than the club. Injured most of the time. Personally, I think Romero's one of the most overrated players Spurs have had.
Until his international break, he's straight on that plane back.
Can I just say, not that this is anything to do with our clubs, but Florian Man City have now left negotiations for Florian Wirtz and are now trying to sign Morgan Gibbs-White.
Oh my God! I made a bet with someone before a good like thing. He owes me £100 safe. Didn't even have to.
I knew he's going Bayern, bro. Why wouldn't he go Bayern? He's German, isn't it?
Nah, he owes me £100 now. So love that.
Look, when it comes down to it, Spurs have got to watch out for one thing and one thing only, and that's Fernandes. He's about the only player you've got that's actually performed with a little bit of consistency.
Casemiro?
Do you know what? If you want to go for experience in that, yeah, Casemiro still got capability, but slow as anything. Yeah, I mean he walks like a three-legged pig.
I like that,
but he's got experience, and that is one thing that he's going to count.
How do you feel about your midfield since you have 3 to 4 players missing in your midfield?
I ain't too bothered about that because I think we're going to do a 4-2-3-1, and as long as the manager uses his brain for once in a while, which he don't do too often.
Has he done that this season?
He's done it. He's done it in Europe a couple of times. As long as he puts them in the divot of Basuma and Bentancur, they'll be fine together. Bentancur used to play as deep line playmaker at Juventus. He could get good direct balls through there. Porro is one who I also want to use. Sonny,
I'd put him in a 10. I'd put him in a 10. He would kill us in a 10.
That is what I was going to say. So left foot, right foot. Front, Richarlison goes on the left. Why? Because he could just be a pain in the arse and piss people off, and he's good at it. Johnson, don't rate him in any means or manner, but he gets in the right place for the tapping, and I'd have him on the right-hand side, so that's all we got to do is do a bit of FIFA and drill the ball across. Solanke goes up front, but I'd play more as a target man. And then Son, I would play as the team, but play him like we used to be Dele Alli as a shadow striker sort of thing to bring it to 2 up front. So I reckon that'd give your defence hassle. According
to reports, though, I'm hearing Porro is probably going to be the one that gets used in the midfield, and I love that. I love that.
Porro, as long as we use him, not invert him, keep him overlapping, bring ourselves back a little bit, and just get him putting the long balls over. Again, that's another one who can put a good
left
run
side completely unaccounted for.
No, right side. No,
yeah, that's
why
he's talking about our left. He's talking about our left. He's talking about our left.
That's all right. So that's why you don't invert him. That's why you don't invert him. If we invert him, then we're open.
He's gonna. What? Are you mental? Why would you not put Sonny on this?
Can I explain why?
He was like one of your better players against Villa, by the way, when he got his minute.
I hear that, but maybe it's just the PTSD kicking in. We've done the same thing with Kane, was coming back from an injury. He's not 100%. He looked good against Villa, but trust me, Son is not 100%. If he's not 100% fit, don't start him because he's gonna kill.
The difference is, Jay. The difference is, it's like I don't like the way the manager's done it and basically cuddled them up for 2 games straight. I think when you played the game before, yeah, you put 7 7 of your main team on there and then swap about a bit. Our manager, he's completely cuddled them up. It might work, it might not work, but that's the difference between being
When you
fit
say, what do you mean? What do you mean cuddled
match
up?
fit.
What do you mean cuddled
He's
up?
cuddled-
Oh,
he-
you mean
he
like
ain't playing.
rotating all of them?
Yeah, he's put him in a
Oh,
bag, isn't he?
Oh, thank you,
for 2
Jay.
games.
See? Oh.
And he has, and I don't like that. But
Oh.
he'd have played him
Jay.
in the last game, and we'd have lost a couple of players. He'd have got it in the stick as well. It was a catch-22 for the manager, basically. But I would have still at least played 7 first-team players. The only thing I'm worried about with this game is match fitness. Fitness and match fitness are 2 total different things.
Yep. That's why I said going heavy against Chelsea was probably correct, and it paid off. For at least 70 minutes until we lost, obviously. But we lost to that bit of quality that, well, you lot don't do it, do you? So don't matter. For me,
When it comes down to it, are you confident of this?
Yeah,
are you too confident? How confident?
I know I'm winning.
How
Regardless.
confident?
Confident because you're Spurs.
Right. That is the only one thing that does me with this is the fact that Man U, they do have that DNA in them to just scrape it out in a final. You know how to do it. You're a winning club. There's no 2 ways about it. But another disadvantage you've got, what I want to see Spurs doing is taking some good long shots because your goalkeeper is absolute dog shit. Probably one of the worst.
You know what? To be
fair, now let me finish this. Let me finish.
Got to stop with this.
My second team
got to stop with this.
My second team
is disgraceful.
Is Inter Milan. My second team is Inter Milan, and when he was at Inter Milan, he was a quality keeper. The second he's come to the Premiership, he has been probably one of the worst goalkeepers in the league. Full stop.
Read that comment.
He's going to panic. He's going to panic for you, and that is going to be one of your weakest spots if we take some good long shots.
I'm going to be honest, yeah. I think when it comes to long shots,
Anana,
yeah, that's what I was going to say. To be fair,
who's going to take him? Porro, that's it. Honestly, I'd time him out for that, bro. That's a disgraceful comment. The Conference League of the FA Cup.
But he's probably trolling. But let's hear it.
No, he's not. He said it the other day.
When it comes to long shots,
why he said that. He said
when it comes to long shots,
he said he's not from England, so he doesn't really care.
When it comes to long shots, yeah, I'm not actually worried for Anana. It's more time. It's the ones that it's the easy ones. It's the easy ones that
he panics, doesn't he? He panics, doesn't he?
But I'm not gonna act like Vicario isn't anything like. Let's not get one over the wall over our eyes about Vicario. Vicario is nothing special either.
Two different keepers. Yeah, Vicario is one of the best shot stoppers in the Premier League. But when it comes to an overall capability of a keeper, leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah, for me, in the air, collecting the ball in the air, which I think we're gonna target quite heavily. He's terrible. Anything when it comes to positioning, when it, I don't know what it is about him, yeah. But even just whipping the ball in normally. His positioning is like he doesn't know where to be at that, but he is a good shot stopper. I give him that. He's got them lanky Tim Krul arms. But for me, he's a weak goalie. And once one goes in against him, I feel like the gates are just opened. Do you know what I mean?
That's why I said, I think you guys will score first. That's why I said I think you will score.
Yeah, don't let me score first.
Touchline. I said yesterday that Cass will score a header from a corner. I genuinely believe it.
It doesn't matter who scored first on this one.
Because Vicario,
the
nerves, man, he's going to run out flapping like an idiot. Do you know what I'm saying? I can see it happening. However,
we've been all right on corners with Anana, actually, to be fair. We've not been as bad as we were like months ago.
That's one thing Amarin's definitely improved from corners. So he learned from that Arsenal game where we lost 2-0 and they kept abusing the corners. Yeah, ever since then, we've been much better.
You've been as bad as us. You've been abused all season. That's why you're in 16th. That's why your new manager couldn't even get you. If anything, your new manager took you further down the table. Give him a bit of time. I think you got a very good manager there.
I say the same thing.
I'd have had him at Spurs personally. He was what I wanted.
If we're shit, then what are you then? Because you're below us.
Oh, we're dog
shit. We're shit. Is it? Well, if you want to look at it that way, if we're that shit, we've cooked you 3 times this year. So
1 under 10 Hag, 1 in the cup, which was basically from a corner, anyways.
We've already discussed this.
And I'd say the 3.
You're still below us.
Yeah, but to be fair, Man City cooked us
by
twice.
What? A point? By a point.
I'm
Are
just
you
saying
really
it.
that
I'm just saying
bothered
this.
by 16th and 17th?
I'm just saying this. Yeah, the team,
No, but yeah, I mean, like, it's,
the team that you deployed compared to the team that we deployed in both games, go have a look. It's night and day different to the one that we're deploying.
and in the 3-0, we got a red card that was never a red card. He literally slipped and hit his shin by accident.
You weren't gonna win the game anyways.
Yeah, we
you
weren't
get
winning
me.
no game.
You weren't
It's
gonna
10-0,
win
mate.
that game. You were 2-0 down before the red
accept
card.
it.
Oh, but you weren't winning 3-0 if we were down. If we had 11 men,
Yeah,
you weren't winning 3-0.
but the difference,
2-0,
It's
3-0,
alright, it's
who
alright,
cares?
mate.
A
It's
win's a
alright,
win.
No, we would have scored. We would have scored. We would have bagged.
but the thing is that
Of course you
1-0 win at your gaff. Remember, it's at your gaff. Not at now. It's not at your gaff. Yeah, you won 1-0 by I would say by the skin of your teeth. In my opinion, the difference is you had Madison, Bergvall, and what's his name, and Kulusevski all playing in the same side. Now you don't even have any of them.
That is our problem
Madison's
this time,
travelled with the
playmaker.
squad, so
That
we
don't
could
mind.
be seeing Madison come off the bench.
My brother, I guarantee he's not doing anything. He's traveling because he has to be there with the squad. Let's be real.
Yeah,
The guy's gone.
100%. Yeah,
You're not
Hey
listening.
man, you never know, blood. He could come off the
You're
bench
in
and do
a
some
you're in a
mad-
coach. Oi,
Madison ain't playing.
as long as the midfield
Madison's
for
out.
me, as long as the
He's got
midfield for me
ACL.
is decent, yeah. As long as against your midfield, I'm taking my midfield at the moment. That says a lot, by the way, yeah. And even against Caicedo and Lavia when he did come on and whoever else, like we actually were quite competent enough. But the difference is you don't have Caicedos, you don't have Lavias, let alone Cole Palmers. So for that reason, and Enzo Fernandez is on your side. So on that notice,
Mhm.
I think we'll be all right. Because I'm just thinking, who's progressing the ball to your wide areas off the left and right? It's probably just going to be Porro.
I think on the day it's going to be out of the question of who wants it more and who don't get
All
desperate.
the time, cup games are always about who wants it more. In my
Yeah,
opinion,
but-
always. Look at Palace.
You missed the second bit I said. You
Go
missed
on.
the second bit I said. Who wants it more and who don't get desperate? And you lot are just as desperate as us for this one.
Mm.
No, I disagree with
I
that.
think it's just going to be who can
Okay,
raise
no,
their
hang on.
nerve, man.
You disagree with that? How are Man U not desperate at the moment?
We're
to rest
No,
desperate,
we're
bro,
desperate
yeah.
for a trophy. We're not desperate for a trophy. We're desperate to win the game to salvage something from the season. But we're not desperate for a
Exactly.
trophy. Our players have
I
already
didn't
been
say
there and
that.
done it. Your
I
players
didn't
That's
haven't.
not
say
what
that.
he's
I
saying,
didn't say that.
Touchline.
If
He's
you
not
saying
listen,
that.
mate, I didn't say that at all. So open up, yeah. The fact is, you are just as desperate as we are because if you do not win this year, you're up shit street in money left, right, and centre as well. And you ain't going to have a pot to piss in. You ain't going to be able to. Man U will still be able to survive this better than Spurs if they don't win it. Why? Because you got a name on you. Why? Because you're one of the biggest teams in the world. But you will struggle to make a top 8 next season if you do not win this because you will not be able to spend the money. And it is exactly the same as Spurs. If we don't win this, I think Spurs are done for the next 2 to 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're as desperate as we are at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement with you. I'm desperate. Look, just as a fan alone, I'm desperate. I'm not
Yeah.
desperate for the trophy as much, but the thing is, it's like when the trophy's sitting there, to say that in United's 2 out of the last 3 years have been nothing short of more than diabolical. To say that we come away with 3 trophies is like, wow. Like like regardless of whether it's Carabao, FA, basically what Mourinho did for us. But now I'm thinking like, you know what? I'm taking it. I'll get the shit
It's
on
the
everyone.
after effects with this one. It's not even the thing is about this one. I mean, obviously Spurs trophy wise want this more desperately than Man U. If you miss this out on the trophy side, we've got enough in the cabinet. Spurs ain't got shit, yeah. But for both teams, the more important part of this, it ain't even the trophy; it's the after effects. It's the after effect of the game.
But
of
you know
what
what
the
I
game
don't
can give us.
understand though. Yeah, this is where look. I spoke to Sava, big up Sava, and he's always going into detail with the way you operate. I know you got Paratici coming back, but if you don't make Europe, you're probably the most profitable club, right? When it and when it comes to PSR rate, you're probably the best, right?
Yep.
And it's like why do you need Europe like when you're the most profitable anyway? Is it just the way Levy operate?
They need it.
No,
Let me see why
the
they
thing
need it.
is,
I'm
Who
hearing
will want to join
Romero's gonna
Spurs?
leave,
Who wants to
Pedro
join
Porro.
Spurs about Europe? Who wants to join Spurs? No one wants to join Spurs about Europe.
But I think they can still be cute with it though. Paratici's one of the better director of footballs for me in world football. I think he's mint.
The way it works at Spurs, we are probably one of 3 clubs, maybe 4 in the actual world that can hold their ground and run themselves without having to sell players, without having to finish high in the league, without having to win things. We can support ourselves. There ain't many clubs that can do that. Chelsea can't do that for shit. They always had their selling their younger players. Man City can't do that. because they need to win things to keep being able to spend money. Newcastle ain't been able to do nothing. Anyone up north has a problem when it comes to money-wise, yeah? Because the further up north you go, the poorer the money gets. Man U can't charge the same ticket prices as Fulham, for fuck's sake, because they can't pay the prices up there. London is where the money is, and that is where all the money goes. That's why Spurs can just support it.
Can I just say?
And go on.
Can I just say? Man United's problem isn't just on that though. It's because we spunk so much money, and because the Glazers have put us in £1 billion in debt. If we weren't in debt and we didn't spunk so much money, we would easily
be done with us.
Because globally, we are the biggest club in the world, probably.
One of, yeah. The thing is, we're on a mortgage. That is what Spurs have got. I mean, I want Daniel Levy out as soon as. But I also back him on the business side in the aspect of, as a businessman, you ain't getting much better out there, like the fella or not. Yeah, a fact is a fact. We've got a mortgage with that ground. And the thing is, again, we can support that ground. We don't even need football to support the ground, because everything we do out of the ground pays for everything on that side, basically. But then we need the football side to be able to spend the money. And we spend our money terrible. We go and buy dickheads like Archie Gray, who's 18 and not ready for the Premier League yet. Give him another 2 years, he might be a good player. But that was 40 million we should have spent on a player that walks into that first team. And there's 3 or 4 that we could have got that would have got straight into that first team and less wages than him. That is the problem at Spurs. Our scouting system is absolutely shocking. And I don't think yours is much better at the minute either. I mean,
our scouting is actually half decent. It's our negotiation.
Our scouts, we've trimmed it right down now. There's
over the past 3 years, your scouts have not been good.
No. Our scout, no. I tell you, no. That's not it. That's actually incorrect. Our scouts have been good. It's the one that's overruled the scouting that's not been good.
Like we scouted Caicedo.
It might be the same for us now. That might be the same for us then. It might just be the fact that Daniel Levy says
we wanted Alvarez and Caicedo. Imagine this: Alvarez and Caicedo, one for 15, one for 4 million, I think it might have been. And we've had who else is there as well? We've had loads that we've missed out on just for this fact of just not going for it because it seems too risky for a few million quid. It's stupid.
Same as Spurs.
It's so stupid. It's the ones upstairs that think they know more than the scouts.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, okay, scouting one might have been. We don't know really what goes on the scouting side. The recruitment has been shocking, the same as us. But you're the ones. I mean, us spending 65 million on Solanke, and we couldn't have gone and got a better striker for 65 million is shocking.
Yeah, it's
and look at some of the players you've brought in as well for like 95 million and shit like that. You ain't looking no fresher than us.
No.
But that's what I'm saying. Can I just say on that? Our scouts said that Anthony was worth 25 million, and we paid 80 million for him. That wasn't the scouts' fault. Do you know what I'm saying? But I've got a bounce anyways.
Yeah, go on, sweet.
Big up, man. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to.
Go on, take care, yeah. Take care, bro.
Yeah, big up, man. Bless up, bro.
Big up, touchline. Make sure you guys sub to touchline. His link is pinned in the title.
Yeah, we got coming 2 subs off. 2 subs off 620. I got my watch along for the game, but I'll probably be live tonight. To be fair, I'm trying to get some Premier League fans on for team of the season because I usually go on with Will, but Will's cancelled his thing tonight, so I'll just go live about 10 o'clock, bro, probably. But yeah, tomorrow not ready. I shouldn't think. Just wait for the watch long. I'll see you on Wednesday. Whether we win or we lose, yeah, I'm saying I'll see you on Wednesday. So yeah, big up to the chat, man. Bless up to everyone.
Man. Big
bless up to Kaz. Bless up to Hotspur Hood as well.
He's 2 away from 620. So people, there's 47 of you in there. Just go subscribe to Touchline. Help him out. We're all on the road to 1K over here. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to join that 1K squad. So yeah. Big up Touchline though.
Big up, man.
Question for the chat. We're gonna wrap up in about 5 minutes. Yeah, I want to get score predictions and goal scorers. What, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, what do we think the score will be? Who do we reckon's gonna score? Because I could tell you exactly the exact minute. I know exactly what's gonna happen in it because I've just got the knowledge. But you lot, I want to know what you guys think. What's score predictions? Chat, get involved as well. Let me see some score predictions in the chat as well.
We're winning 2-0. I'm telling you that now. I don't know. Sorry, fuck that. 2-1. I've kind of.
I was going to say you ain't doing that. You're
2-1
for us. Goal. Fact.
I think it's Bruno Casemiro straight up. I think they both score. And you know what? I think we get a penalty, and I think Casemiro just scores, regardless.
Yeah, you see. Whereas I'll go 2-1 the other way because. At the end of the day, both teams are going to concede. Why? Because they're both shit.
Shit.
At the end of the day, it's going to be, for me, it's going to be a game of who is shitter on the day in that aspect, yeah?
Trust
I mean, it could end up some 2-1 ragged game like it was with Spurs versus West Ham, which is one of the worst games I've ever seen for any person to watch. Or it could end up, obviously not with the same skill, but like a in a Barcelona game where it just goes crazy 4-3 sort of thing, and it's 3-2 on the last minute, and then someone else puts it in. This game can go either way in that aspect, yeah. But I still think Spurs have got that final little bit. Yeah, I've been accused of that enough times as well. I think Spurs going to do this 2-1. I think Johnson is going to get that sweaty little tap in the goal that he's going to win it for us. Whoever gets the first one, that is the question. But I think Spurs doing this 2-1.
I've said 3-2. I said 3-2 in it. I think there's going to be goals in this game. I already said the goal scorers will be Solanke, Johnson, and Richarlison. I already know. I actually said Bruno and Cass for United, but I just think overall we'll have enough to get it done. And look, Ange might have one of the most legendary quotes. This might genuinely go down as one of the most legendary quotes from a football manager in Prem history. I correct myself. I don't usually win things. I always win things. Do you know what I'm saying? Question, Cass, you don't think you should sack Amorim if you do lose?
No, I'm not. No, because I'm not. I just don't subscribe to recency. But like, don't get me wrong. Could he have been doing a lot better with his selections? Yeah, of course, man. I think you can't 16th. He should be doing a lot better. But I'm more in the boat. I'm just not one of them fans that are quick to just want someone out because they want something brand new all over again. Like, I'm not used to it. I don't subscribe to it. It took me a long time to even get Ten Hag one out, right? But for me, it's the squad. It's always on the squads. Like, I look at our squad. We've got the worst attack in the league. On Garnacho, Højlund, and if you put Ahmad in there, great. You got Ahmad in there, amazing. But we've got the worst attack in the league.
That is why I'm not worried about conceding goals.
Yeah, so for me, it's about
our attack is terrible.
But the thing is, for what we've had available all season, it's been the worst. You're gonna put Mount up there, and it don't scream goals. Xerxes, they don't scream goals. Nothing screams goals. I don't look at it as a problem. I just look at everything overall and the quality of even the midfield. You're meant to have 4 in the midfield. It's so lopsided usually because whether it's injuries or whatever, no one's ever fit at the same time. See, now I've had Xerxes and Ahmad in the 10s, and then I had whoever else up front. I'm like, you know what? Probably a little bit better than some other teams, but regardless, it's still not enough quality because you still need a goal scorer in there that's going to get you regular amounts of goals. It's just not happening.
How long have you had him now at Man U? How long has he been?
Since November. So yeah, 6 months.
And in that aspect, Man U fans then turn on in. Then that's
he needs to drop point up for the final.
He's had one player in.
Yeah, Dorgu, technically 2, but in heaven, but as well. But
yeah, but you've had like one player in. I mean, the reason I turned on Ange after the set, I was already saying I called this man out. I called Ange out after 7 games, live on Sav's channel. I was the first one who called him out and said, right, these 7 games, okay. We've had some luck here. We've also played all right there, yeah. But you can't play this way consistently in the Premier League, in Serie A, Bundesliga, Spanish, whatever. He ain't going to be able to do it. But the man's obviously knows what he's doing, and he's going to have a plan B when he needs it as well. That is the bit I got wrong. I started going off him at the end of last season completely when he just would not adapt come love nor money. And then the way this season went, I turned on him. He's got to go. Simple as that. He has got to go. He's playing the team in totally the wrong formation. He don't play none of the players to their sync. In other words, to what they're best of. This team is killing. The Tottenham team is dying to have a Conte manager there that plays 3 at the back, 5 at the back, whatever you want to call it. Uses the wing backs properly, not inverting them. And then we've got a midfield and we're pretty solid. Up front is where we need building on that aspect. But every game we have played, when we ain't used this inverted wing-back bullshit, yeah, and we've gone and beat teams and actually look good, is when we've played direct counter-attacking football. I called that out over 18 months ago, and it's blatantly a fact now, yeah? My thing is what is Ange going to do with this game? Is this even a European trophy game? Or is it basically another Premier League game? Because we ain't playing a European team now. We're playing a Premier League team. So what's he going to go back to? Is he going to stick to how we've looked a bit better in Europe with being a little bit more pragmatic, a bit more defensive, a little bit more long ball here and there, direct counter attack, or is he going to go straight back to the Premier way of the way we've done Man U 3 times? That's the question I've got for Ange.
I agree.
The thing is, why I don't care what he says is like, because, and why I don't believe in Spurs fans buying what he says either. You don't like your manager, you want him out. So how the hell are you meant to believe in what he says? Why are you meant to even believe that quote when you don't even believe in him? So it makes no sense, right?
What quote? I don't believe in nothing he says. He
always win things. Like, I don't give a shit. A lot of managers say a lot of stuff, but it would be a legendary quote. I'll be real, especially the fact that he might even leave. Well, he is going to leave and with a trophy, but potentially. But
he got asked, "Do you always win things in your second season?" He said, "I have." He didn't actually say, "I will." He said, "I have," and it was a fact.
Yeah,
he has always won in his second season.
Even then, I can't have Amarin playing Hoyland up front. He made some interesting comments after saying a lot of players played themselves into the final and some haven't. And I'm thinking like, well, I hope it's not Hoyland. I'm not even joking. I'd wish he'd just change up and just put Garnacho up front, or put Bruno in a false 9, or put Kobe in a false or in a 9. One of them.
You don't sound confident either.
It's the whole who's going up top thing for me. It just can't be Hoyland. It just can't be Hoyland. That's it. Because you look at Chelsea. All right, I look at Chelsea game, right? If it wasn't for Hoyland, he lost the ball more than he had completed passes. 13-11 in a whole game. Do you understand? I'm not. I think Romero and Van der Ven are more capable and better centre backs than Levi Colwill and whoever else that was playing with him, tossing. Right? I don't like it. I don't like him at all. There was enough times where Mount was looking for the 1-2, didn't get in behind. We would have been in. Same thing on the left-hand side as well. When we're playing on the right, when we were playing with Ahmad, didn't receive the ball back. The thing is, the players are too hesitant to even pass him the ball. That we're all running back before he's even made the pass. Potentially, we're hesitating. I can't have that. Personally, the fact that he keeps persistent playing Hoyland is why a lot of Man United fans don't want him, don't like him because of his favoritism with his number 9 stuff, when you're probably just better off and could have done and put Xerxes in a false 9 all season if you wish. It would have been a lot better display than what we've seen on the pitch because he can hold up the ball. I would rather have Kobe up top against Van der Ven and Romero, where he is good at hold-up play at least, and we can play a 1-2 off of him. Wherever it's, I wouldn't mind seeing Ahmad and Mount in those 10s personally. For me, I think there's a lot more control there, like the Chelsea game, and also what I kind of really want against Spurs. If they want to play a high line, you want to move up your midfield. Please do that with me, because
that is what I don't want us to do. I want us to come back a little bit. I want us to come back 10 yards and not play inverted wing backs.
Drop the line.
Drop that line a bit.
Sit on the halfway line, if anything, but don't. And when I say sit, as in don't sit the centre backs on the halfway line. Have Bentancur and Basuma sat on the halfway line, just cleaning up. That's all I want. You know what I'm saying? But Cap, we're gonna wrap stream up here because your boy needs to go and sort this out. You know what I'm saying?
Hang on a sec. 1 second thing then. So how confident are you then?
Me?
Yeah.
I think this is nothing but a
me.
You?
No, I'm confident on winning this. I think everything's in our favour now, especially with your injuries. Right. Everything in your injuries, the way he's reluctant to change anything. It being Spurs, it being a final, no matter how crap United are, we're turning up for a final.
How much money you want to put on it?
I don't bet personally. Like honestly, I don't. Religious reasons. I don't agree with gambling.
Okay,
I don't agree with gambling either. I think it's awful. I think get away with it. But yeah, that's it. If it was 3 years ago, I would have. If I was a steak sponsored, never a foul. Don't do that. If I was a betting man, I would literally slap down 500 quid.
Wow,
I wouldn't do. When I used to bet, I didn't bet £10, £50. It was straight hundreds.
Same.
It's just like there's no point. What's the point? Tenner. Win back 76 quid. I don't believe. Fuck that. Put down 100 quid. If you lose it, then you don't bet. Then that's the way you used to tell me. And if you do it, I'm winning back a good fucking 760 quid. That's it.
Put a ton down. You put a ton down.
No, he owes me £100 because when we done it, I didn't bet him nothing. Yeah, he just said I have to put on a Man City shirt if, basically, I have to put on a Man City shirt if Virgil Musiala signs for Man City in the summer, right? That's not happening. He said I'll give you £100 or something like that, or he will spend £100 on me, something like that. With Me and Daps basically. I said, cool, I do that then. I'm not giving nothing. I'm not actually gambling.
Stefan
gambling
still
the
owes
shirt.
me 100 quid from last season.
Listen, you heard it here first, folks. You get me? Cass is confident. We will be here at full time on Wednesday. You best believe. You know what I'm saying? And I'll either be smiling with tears of joy, or I will be raging. Because believe me, if we lose,
Daniel, fuck off.
the crash out is gonna be
Daniel,
insane.
fuck off.
Oh my days! Oh,
He's not lying. To be fair, he's not lying.
this is facts.
I've had this. I've been blamed for why United have lost when I'm confident in a fixture.
Oh man, listen.
Do you know what I mean? I get the blame. Oh, I'm the reason why. I'm thinking like,
my side of this gets the negative side as such, yeah. Just because I look on football realistically, yeah. I just be realistic. If you're good, you're good. If you're bad, you're bad. And we're both shit, and that is all there is to it, yeah. And we get accused a lot of the time of Ange and the players have been so bad because of the negative side on it. Well, we've been cooked 21 times this year in the league, and you want me to sit here and be positive, yeah? Well, if someone wants to go live in the fucking fairylands and go and do their gear up there, then fine. I just sit here and be real.
Facts. What do they want from us? But yeah, like George said, make sure you guys are heading over to Durag Diaries as well. Subscribe Wednesday, watch along. It's gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you're locked in for that. And yeah, people, thanks for watching. Make sure you smash the like on your way out. Subscribe to everyone here. You know, so I'm gonna put Dan's link in the title, so just refresh it and you will see it. And yeah, I will see you lot on Wednesday. Come on, you Spurs, and out, and yeah, take care of it. Sack manager, sack the coaching staff, sack the players, sack the board, sack the fans, sack the staff that work in the stadium, and the club.